and the smoke will rise when you open the Pandora's box. And guess who is always accompanying me, opening the box of secrets and otherworldly forbidden knowledge? Mikey Sutton, what's up, bro?
Superman is a big galoot.
No.
What the fuck? I mean, look at Pandora'S Box.
That's how we love to describe our Superman, right? As a big galoot. That's wonderful. Oh, I think Mikey lost his mic. Mikey, we can't hear you. Testing, testing. So yeah, that's how Mikey is gone, and he's opened the show like this. And Superman is a big galoot.
That's a wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
You're like, I'm out.
I dropped that. I literally dropped the mic Necron.
Did you? You did.
It's like where the fuck is the cord? Like I'm not seriously. I dropped it. Maybe James Gunn like put his elongated hand in my room and pulled out the cord or something.
He's going through the magical powers now to take this stuff out, huh?
No, that my friend is pure metal. It doesn't get any more metal than that intro. Like everything, the music and then the images.
Oh yeah, man. When you're on my channel, we're gonna be a little more edgier. We're not gonna get no Fs. We're gonna just be metal and talk about what we want.
Love the energy.
See what happened. Yeah.
I have my headphones on when you play that stuff. I have this thing cranked up. So
you're over there.
I'm headbanging, man. Probably why I got cut off. But
too much metal.
So you know what? I got a little idea when I was watching all that. I'm gonna go ahead and fucking announce it here, man. Might as well. I just had the idea like during the intro. Seriously, the idea dropped in my head, and I'm like, wait a minute, fuck it, I'm gonna run with it, you know. So I'm gonna start a Dreamwalker YouTube channel.
Yes.
And exactly. Which will have pre-recorded Dreamwalker stuff. Damn right we should. Like we don't. Yeah. We have something like that. So, remember the good Austin, our good friend the good Austin, is going to do a Dreamwalker trailer for issue 3, and obviously, a YouTube channel will be a perfect home for that. But when I was watching the intro again, I had an idea, and I'm like, why don't we have 2 versions of a Dreamwalker number 3 trailer? We have the regular version. Then we have the metal version with that music playing in the background.
You are welcome to take it.
With like the most violent images from issues 1 and 2.
Oh,
and God. Possibly 3. Like edited together. So you have to watch both videos. But yeah, we'll do a metal version, just pure metal. Just really
I love that idea.
Stomping, dude. Bloody, and really gets all those horror fans into it. So there you go.
Yeah, because that's what I love about Dreamwalker. There's really so many different ways you can go with it.
Yeah.
You can get, you get real visceral.
Oh yeah.
And then you can get like, really like full, I don't know how to say it without not sounding fucking metal, but pull up the heartstrings. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It does.
And like, wow, damn, that was heavy. Like some of the stuff.
So I was like, yeah, okay. That's just I'm spontaneous that way, guys. So there you go.
Wow, I love that idea. I'm glad the old Necron show inspired you a little to do that, man.
And let's not forget Necron's in the comic book, so perfect as music's in trailers. So
yeah, it all ties together, doesn't it?
All ties together. It's all connected.
It's almost like it's coming full circle.
I agree.
So what is the first thing you would like to discuss today, Mikey?
Well, what's on our menu, Necron?
Oh, you want to put it on me?
Yeah. What's
all right. Menu? Let's talk about some DC then. But you know what we got to do when we talk about DC, don't you?
Oh God, here it comes.
This is the new DC. Are y'all ready?
I'm an idiot.
I love that. Oh man, how
That's our new
apropos.
DC. We're off to a great start.
You want to start with Blue Beetle? Let's start with Blue Beetle.
Okay, Blue Beetle. It is. What is going on with Blue Beetle?
So, okay. Obviously, I've been really critical, really very critical of DC Studios already, of the horrible decision that James Gunn made. Now, this is different, though. This was, greenlit during the Hamada regime, which I was also heavily critical of.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
We were there.
but, production started after the merger already happened, right? So, this is kind of considered new ownership at least, right? Because James Gunn wasn't aboard yet.
Yes.
And this was supposed to be what's I gonna say? Um Again, this was very original part of the plan of Hamada and the DCE. I had very low expectations for this next run, very, very low.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I liked Ted Cord, Jaime Reyes. I read some of his Blue Beetle stuff. Um, and yeah, originally it was HBO Max. It wasn't going to be a theatrical. It was like Batgirl, right?
Yeah, I remember that. It was supposed to go straight to HBO Max.
Yeah. And so when I saw the trailer, I like Cholo. Is that his name? The actor from Cobra Kai. Just really a lot of potential with that kid, right? And
I can agree with that. There
yeah.
is.
And so this trailer drops. And first of all, it is heavily derivative. Okay, let's get that out of the way. The trailer is like the greatest hits of superhero cinema. Okay, you got the bus cut in half like Doctor Strange
Yep.
from Multiverse of
Yep.
Madness.
Yep.
Obvious Iron Man. Should I say ripoffs or um, there's really no way you can get around that though, given the fact that the characters like that in the comic book as well, right? Um, Look, I have to say this because how do I rate superhero films? I go after does it capture the essence of the character? That's the first thing I look for. Um, I don't care if you like make changes to the original story. In fact, I want to see some changes. I don't want to see the same thing in the film because I already
So
read
you
it.
you don't mind some minor changes, revisions in there
No, and
to make it work theatrically.
exactly because it's a different form, And I know Gene Walker is going to have its share of changes as well. Um, during my conversations with them, I said there are things that I don't want to see that I will not negotiate for, right? I'm very grateful that they're giving me the opportunity to do that, but I'm an executive producer, so hey, I do. So,
Yeah, yeah. Swing that weight around, right?
exactly.
Yeah.
So I will say it's about the trailer. It looks and sounds and feels like the Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle comic book. Okay, I
Okay.
mean, from that alone, I like it. I like the trailer. I'm actually looking forward to seeing this. I know people expect me to bash everything DC that's not
Yeah.
Snyder,
Hmm.
but I'm a DC fan overall, not just Zack Snyder. And
I think all
um,
of us are. You
yeah, I think
know,
all of us are. We're actually a lot more level-headed than people give us credit
they like
for.
to stereotype us as these
Uh,
Snyder Bros, and
yeah,
everything's back, and we're not like that.
we just don't want stupid shit. That's all.
Yeah. Can we just have some quality? That's all we're
Yeah,
asking for.
we'll get to the stupid shit later on. Believe me, it's coming.
Oh
Uh,
boy.
but
Um. Yeah,
also,
Brucifer. See, I'm not too familiar with the comics. I seen
yeah,
them in Young Justice, and
yeah,
in the video games. So, Brucifer says the trailer is spot on the comics.
yeah, it
So,
is. It is, and uh, my favorite interpretation of Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle was written by Mark Wade. I know this name kind of makes people cringe now. It was in the Brave and the Bold comic book, okay?
yeah.
And Mark Wade made me love this character because with just one story, that's how great Mark Wade is, right? Um, and I read, I think I had the first Blue Beetle trade, and I liked it. It was good. And this trailer, it looks faithful to it. You know, has the same tone as the comic book. I like the color palette especially, right? Um, but two things kind of really caught my attention with this Necron. I love George Lopez. I mean, I used to watch his show about a decade ago, and I got kind
Oh
of
yeah, yeah. His show was good.
oh,
I
it's
remember watching it.
hysterical, and I got hooked
Yeah.
on it for a while. Um, and then and Cholo he is like the Hispanic Tom Holland. I mean, he's gonna be a big star.
Uh-huh.
Uh, and I loved him in Cobra Kai, so it's got that star appeal. Um, so thing is this. I know people are ragging on the trailer. If you rag on it for plagiarism, yeah, it does rip off certain things. But look, you can rip off something and still be good. I mean, look,
Oh yeah.
one of my favorite bands of the '90s. Well, their first two albums was a group that was blatantly derivative, and that's Oasis. They ripped off the Beatles' weapon, right? They admitted it, you know. But I like their songs. Um, so I got past that, Necron. I was like, okay, yeah, you know, I'll forgive them because it looks very entertaining. I will say this as well, Necron. This looks much better than Shazam 2. Okay.
Okay, that'll go along with for sure. I will definitely go along with that.
I mean, I actually laughed at some scenes in here, whereas Shazam 2 had no laughter whatsoever. Visually, I thought Blue Beetle looked cool as well. So, again, more comic book accuracy. Um, and this is much like I believe he is Blue Beetle. I could not believe Zachary Levi is Shazam. I could not believe it.
Okay, every time the word Shazam happens, this is
Okay.
I'm an idiot.
That's just brilliant. That's just brilliant. um, you know, I saw the first Shazam in the theater. My God, what the hell was I thinking? um,
I didn't even hate the first Shazam movie, and I was hoping things would improve. I mean, I'm not gonna say it was awesome or anything like that,
yeah,
but no, I didn't. This one looked so lame that like I wasn't even inspired to see it. And
yeah.
after all his comments, it's just like I'm just not.
Oh,
I'm
that
not.
really turned me off as well.
Yeah, I can't support this guy.
My main problem, main Shazam, I sat through it. Okay, I'm like the Batman. Took me like 5 months to watch it. So, um, Shazam. My main problem with Shazam number one was I like Zachary Levi and Chuck. Chuck was a great show. He was perfect for that role. Um, I could not believe him in Shazam,
Uh huh.
and there's hardly any action in it. I mean, yeah, a superhero film's gonna have action. It reminded me of Superman Returns. We had like one punch in the entire film.
Yeah.
Yeah, just we'll get to Superman later, because I think Legacy will be much worse. But anyway,
I am now Blue Beetle. I honestly, I'm not like super impressed. I'm
yeah,
like, I can see why maybe it looked like it was going to be on HBO Max
yeah,
because it just had that kind of feel to me.
yeah,
I do think the costume looks good. I'm not going to rag on that.
yeah, yeah,
The costume actually looks just like the damn comic.
yeah. It does.
They did a good job on that. But two, it's just a trailer. It may
Yeah.
be a whole lot better, or it could be worse. But they're going to for Necron, they're going to do more to sell it for me. I do like that they used the old Blue Beetle ship. The one from the '80s. What's
Yeah,
his name?
yeah,
That
yeah,
that Blue Beetle guy. Because I
yeah.
remember him in Justice League International and
Yeah,
then
Ted
Booster,
Cord. Yeah,
and Booster Gold in the Blue Beetle
yeah,
comics and all that. So that's cool. So maybe we might get a little surprise in there.
yeah. I mean, I will tell you this much, Necrom. The social engagement that I'm getting from Blue Beetle is pretty high. Um,
They might actually get the kids on that one.
they'll get the kids on this one. I think.
Because
I think.
the Cobra Kai connection. I mean, that's a hot item.
Yeah, let's not forget the massive Latino audience, Hispanic audience out there that has never gotten
Very
uh,
true.
an Hispanic. I mean, this will do for them what Shang-Chi did for Asians, right? I mean, it's a whole representation thing.
I didn't
Um,
even. I mean, they might just come out and support because hey, it's ours. You know, this
it's
is our
ours.
guy. You know, let's check it out.
Yeah. Um, the trailer also reminded me of Miss Marvel, of the whole family unit and the, you know, their chemistry and everything. Very Filipino as well, because we're like this. You really can't have a Hispanic superhero film without involving the family. It's like having a Filipino superhero film without family.
That's for sure. I
It's
mean, because
in that culture, you know.
I'm married into his two. I've been married into two Latino
Oh, there you
families.
go. There you
So
go.
and that's true. Family is very important, and
And I've had no family interaction in Dreamwalker until issue 3. And I'm like, okay,
you better.
yeah, okay. It's so I put Kate's mom in the comic book. Her real mom's in the comic book now. And
Oh, damn, who's not in the comic now?
yeah,
It's
right,
gonna be
exactly.
insane. We're
So
gonna have
I
to have a cameo appearance counter.
so a few months ago, actually, when I told Kate about the show, actually, we were on Zoom, and I told her, "Yeah, your mom's in the next issue," and she was just laughing, like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah, no, I'm really putting her in there. And so, Kate's mom is Cat's mom. It's in issue 3. You can't do a Filipino story without family. It just doesn't work without family. It's just such an integral part of our lives, right?
Yeah,
So,
I do like George Lopez with the mullet too.
oh, guy, he had me laugh. The whole thing with the thing in the face and like he's like screaming and just he's so genuine. His reaction, I was just laughing hysterically. Um,
I'm gonna promote something out of just left field here real
yeah, go
quick.
ahead. Yeah, sure.
If you want a good Shazam story, get the Trials of Shazam.
Who wrote that, by the way?
This one, Judd Winnick.
Oh, okay, I know him. I know him personally. Okay,
Do
cool.
you?
Oh yeah.
Howard Porter and Mario Casoli. Casoli?
Oh, really good.
Yeah. It's a really cool story. If you want to read a good Shazam story, it's a little different. I think when they were doing reboots, the wizard fights the Spectre at the beginning. They go off in another
You won
dimension,
me
or
over already. You won me over already with that.
yeah, they go off in another dimension. Billy Batson has to replace the wizard, and Freddy has to become Shazam. But the books of magic are rewritten,
Oh wow.
so everything's a little different, and he has to go through these trials to get the actual powers of for Shazam.
You had me at the Spectre. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, and,
Okay.
and there's of course there's another nemesis in here who's trying to get the powers too. He has to go through each one of the gods to do a trial from them to get the powers and fight this guy. And this one's awesome. I mean, it's violent too. I mean, if they would have went this kind of tone, I think they would
There
have
you go.
done
We
great.
wish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, get the likes up,
Get the
man.
likes up
Come
and
on.
subscribe if you haven't already. You're gonna get to 1,000 here.
Yeah, I'm almost at 5 already. Let's
There
get
you
the
go. Let's just take
yeah.
it over the top. Um,
Because Still Nation, this is this is us.
yeah,
Pandora'S Box is for us on my channel. So
yeah. And look, we didn't have Rogues yesterday. I was doing Dreamwalker stuff. Rogues is back on Friday, but I figured this would be a great way for those missing Rogues yesterday. Well, I'm here. I'm gonna kind of give you this in a similar style, but in a neck run kind of fashion. Oh,
oh, and you got the night
Mark
shift.
Wade, holy shit, doing Shazam. Oh, dude, I gotta get that. Mark Wade doing Shazam. Oh my god. Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, Brucifer is very plugged in with this stuff. So it's cool.
Also, Wednesday night today, yeah, so I'm gonna have Zod and Robert Meyer Burnett. We're doing
Oh, that's right.
our
He'll be on
weekly
there.
party show tonight. 10 o'clock, I believe, on Zod Rider's channel. We're going to be discussing a very Necronish subject.
Oh, boy.
Um, the most disgusting horror films we've ever seen.
Oh, my.
Um, so that'll be a fun
Cannibal
time.
Holocaust? What are
I'm
we
like, there
talking
you go, there you go. Now you're talking, man. So
about? Yeah. It's
we're,
a rough one to sit through.
we're gonna bring in some Italian stuff, and So,
Oh, the Fucci's and
the hell yeah,
JKO. All that.
you know it.
God damn, am I going to be up late tonight?
They're gonna, I want to watch this, And I know.
Yeah, that sounds like a good one, especially with you guys, man. Was I and Robert? That would be great.
Oh, and I know Robert's gonna bring out the Blu-rays. So I got that Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure you do. So,
Oh yeah, yeah. I have the still box book, of it or something. Yeah.
anyway, to sum it up, I like the trailer for Blue Beetle. My prediction, Necron, I do predict it'll do well, but it depends on our Rotten Tomato score. If the critics just no, okay. Um, but
Yeah.
I think it'll get the kids for sure. I think he's a much more appealing actor than Zachary Levi, and can't imagine him saying something stupid like, "Well, it's the Snyderverse, Snyder killed DCU, and this is what people really want." I just can't imagine saying something stupid like that.
Yeah, yeah, it's starting to prove that isn't really true.
Yeah.
I mean, their results are like that's not exactly. Black Adam blew away Shazam 2, and that was no help
Yeah.
from the new DC DC Studios heads. They didn't talk
Yeah.
about it at all.
But I do think that the hardcore Snyder contingent are going to boycott this film, okay? And let's get it out of the way. You know it's going to happen.
Probably,
And
yeah.
deservedly so. Look, I mean, I like the trailer, but I understand you guys if you don't want to see this, because that was a real betrayal of, pulling out Cavill after you promised he was back. That was just the worst executive decision in any movie studio I've ever seen. It was just horrible. You guys were promised this, and all of a sudden, nope, you're not getting that. You're getting this instead. Don't fuck you. You know. What I mean?
Yeah, like who does that? What type? And they want to catch Marvel. Well, guess what? That's what Marvel was definitely not done. Hey, fucking
they're reloading.
Robert Downey Jr.'s back, and then a month. Oh no, he's not back. Like, how would that gone over?
The Blue Beetle will do better than Shazam 2 for sure. I'm honestly, I think
I
it'll
believe
do better
that.
Yeah, I think it'll do better than Black Adam, because I think the familiar aspects of it, which are plagiarism in some sense, it will create some familiarity with the general audience. So that's the thing. I've seen that before, but you don't understand. The general public likes some of that familiarity because they don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
So they can get kind of, oh yeah, it reminds me of Spider-Man. For the general public, that's a good thing. Like, oh, he's like a Hispanic Peter Parker. Again, that's a good thing for the general public. If you don't know who Blue Beetle is,
they really don't. I barely know who Blue Beetle is, and I've been to this all my life.
And and I gotta bring this up because it's out and about now. If it wasn't out, I would have bombed this already. But Blue Beetle is gonna be in the DCU. This is part of Gunn's continuity. Okay, that this character will carry over. It's not part of his overall story, but that character takes place in his continuity, in his DC.
His DCU.
Yeah. So this will carry over unless Necron totally bombs, but we'll see.
Yeah, a total bomb like Shazam level 2 bomb. I don't see that completely happening. I mean, that was just like terrible bomb. Like,
but you know what? You could see that coming a mile away, though. I mean, the social engagement, like on Geekosity, nobody read our Shazam articles. Except for Zod's scathing review of it.
That got some hits, huh?
that finally got some views, but I was doing a bunch of very neutral Shazam articles. I wasn't ranking on it before.
Yeah,
Then
I remember.
no one
Just
gave a
talking
shit. Then.
about it. Yeah, it wasn't. You know what I would have done if I was in charge of that? Like this
Yeah.
matters, but I would have said, okay, Zachary, we're gonna put you on hold, and we're gonna go ahead and give Mary Marvel her movie.
Bingo. Exactly. That's what I would have done. She's a cooler character. A
Cooler,
cooler.
looks better in the costume.
It looks better in the
Her
costume.
costume
Exactly.
looks great. She's
Yeah.
cool. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna be like, I'm never watching it. Hey, when it comes on HBO Max, okay, I'll watch it.
I'll watch it
And
for her.
and that's the only reason I'll watch it because I want to see more of Mary Marvel because I think she would have been an awesome character, and you could have they had potential in that, but whatever, they didn't fucking go with
Yeah,
it.
I do feel sorry for her though. If you know,
Wasn't she supposed to get like they were thinking of giving her an HBO Max show too at one
well,
point?
they were, but
No, I mean not
I,
now, but
not now anymore. But I do feel sorry for her if if she becomes the next Amazonian Diana Prince
are
because
you dropping a bomb here?
the fans will be on her like no tomorrow, man. That's just wrong. But
They're seriously thinking of casting her as
uh,
the new Diana.
I've heard rumblings that she will
It's
be
too soon from this last character to do that.
way too
It won't.
soon.
It will not go over well.
Exactly, and way too soon for Gal to be recast in any way, shape, or form. I
What
mean,
a disaster these guys made.
so if you guys can't stand the DCU now, um, anyway, I'm not sure if it's gonna go through. They'll deny it. Well, no, we have no
Oh
bullshit.
yeah, as usual.
you know,
We have no ideals for Superman. Henry's our Superman.
yeah,
Remember
right.
that one? The biggest lie ever told.
Oh yeah, man. There you go. And you look, they have a casting director now because so we might be finding out who the big galoot is pretty soon.
Do you want to? Oh no, let's save the big galoot for last.
Yeah, no, that has to be last. They were in.
Yeah,
Oh god. Anyway.
yeah. So Blue Beetle. Final thing. Mikey likes the trailer.
I like a
Um,
trailer. I mean, I know it's not for everybody. Um, I don't think it's gonna be it's not a game changer at all. I mean, this is just placeholder, is what it is. Um, until they need a hit of some kind next run.
I'm sure they're. I mean, it's got to be a punch to the ego, dude. For each one of these movies, just not being close to big hits.
Well, Zaslav is furious at what happened to Shazam 2 because Gunn was really like hyping his film up as it was, they're really concerned why it bombed because the audience rating for Shazam was pretty strong. The critics hated it, but the critics hate the Super Mario movie right now, which is doing really well. Um,
I, sometimes, I'm not really sure about the whole if the critics don't like it, it's not going to do well type of thing.
it depends. It depends. If
Yeah,
the
it
the
depends.
kids can overrule them, and
Oh yeah.
a big example of this to me is the Transformers movies. Up until the fourth film, the
Hmm.
first three did really well.
And they were
Um,
bombed
they were
by the critics.
they hated them passionately, man. and
Michael Bay garbage.
garbage,
It's a
Well,
dumpster fire.
well,
Burn it.
yeah,
And I'm like, it's not that bad. I thought it was pretty cool.
what's
Whatever.
funny is that the Transformers fans hate it, but they kept going singing it over and over again.
That's true. I hate this.
I
I'm
hate
gonna
this film.
sit here and
I'm
watch it.
gonna watch it for the fifth time to see if I still hate it. I mean, come on.
Oh, here's a good question from Batman. Does
Yeah.
Zaslav have an opinion of Levi's social media behavior?
No one there likes a lot of what he said. So, except for James Gunn and Peter Safran.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's who he shouldn't have been trying to impress at that moment.
It'll be huge, Sox. I think it's doing pretty well already. We have a review on geekosymag.com right now. With my Speedy's multiverse partner, Speedy, who did a review of it. Um, Yeah, it could be a Chris Pratt thing. Um,
Very cool.
yeah. But that's all I have for Blue Beetle. But hey
Oh,
Skywalker.
Skywalker, what's up, brother? Good
And
to
so
see you.
tomorrow night we have my show at Skywalker. Um, we're gonna have a blast tomorrow night with night shift. I got some bombs to drop. Um,
Oh
and
boy,
some more troublemaking in store.
more trouble making in store. Yeah, Skywalker has lit up the chat.
Yeah, great seeing you here. I'm on so many YouTube shows now. It's crazy.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have a show with the whole cool table at one point. It's
Yeah,
gonna
there's a lot there we're planning on here.
awesome.
Um, good stuff.
All right,
Yeah,
let's get
more
on
bombs
to.
tonight. More bombs. Yeah, let's get
I
on
know, boom, mind blown. All right, what's our
Next
next topic? The
another
man.
controversial subject, Necron.
Okay, what are we talking
It's a
about next?
Mandalorian. Another
The
controversial.
Mandalorian. What's controversial about the
Wait.
Mandalorian?
It's being hated, being dumped on. Like like
I've been catching that on social
yeah.
media. Like, God, people are hating, and I'm like, I'm actually really enjoying this season. I think it's pretty
I'm
fast paced and
loving
fun.
the. You know what, Necron? I figured out why. I figured out why people. Let's take out the whole anti-Disney people who just hate everything Disney anyway.
Mm,
The whole anti-woke, whatever. There's a thing woke about Mandalorian. Um, and I think I hit upon why people are they're I'm not maybe it's a loud minority or the ratings have been lower though. Um, I think it's because there isn't that much emphasis on Baby Yoda.
not
I
this
think that's
season.
what.
There isn't. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I mean, Baby Yoda is no longer the central part of the show. Um, it's a Mandalorian. The show, it's called the Mandalorian for a reason, guys. You know.
That's very true. I mean, it isn't called, the Grogu show or the Baby Yoda
Exactly,
show. It is
exactly.
called the Mandalorian, and there's a lot of Mandalorians in this season.
A lot. And so last night, I'm one episode behind. I have not seen the latest one. The one I saw last night was the one with the pirates.
Oh, that's
Which
a
is
good one.
brutal, brutal episode.
Yeah,
It really kicked ass. Um, in fact, that episode fit your intro, the music in your intro.
it did. It was people were getting murked left and right.
Oh god, that's just badass. And I love the energy in the show. I love the whole Mandalorian culture. This is the way. Um, what's the problem? You know, the special effects are the best they've had this year. Very, very impressive special effects. Um,
Insane, and a lot of
a
them. I mean,
lot,
look,
a lot of special effects.
great.
Dogfights, right?
Yes, Mikey.
And yeah,
When we were, first seeing Star Wars, and
yeah.
something like this came out on TV,
Oh
how
god,
would our minds been blown every week? I mean, I just people are just maybe just spoiled at this
it's
point
spoiled.
because
Yeah,
this is some really great sci-fi action
it
going
is.
on.
And the closest we ever got was Battlestar Galactica, the original '78,
Yes,
and
yeah,
my mind was blown by that. And then Buck Rogers came on after. Um,
Buck
but
Rogers was
yeah,
awesome too.
but I love Bo-Katan. I met Katie Sackhoff in person a few years ago. Yeah, I see. Here's the thing. Their main. I thought people like Bo. All of a sudden, they're turning on her now. Like people were losing their minds a year ago when she showed up.
Yeah.
Like why hate her now? It makes no sense. Um, the show is
Oh,
becoming like Rebels. You know. I mean,
yeah, yeah. Rebels actually, got better as it went along.
I
And
love
that's why,
Rebels. That's my
and that's
favorite.
and that's how I kind of feel about the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
I honest myself, I think it's getting better each season, not getting worse. But everybody's saying, "Oh, this is just bad writing and this and that." And
Mm.
the episode you're gonna watch, the one that premiered today.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a little side questy, whatever. It was still
Uh-huh.
cool, but major events still happen in it. And all I'm gonna say, Mikey, when you watch it, in the first couple of minutes, I just want to
Hmm.
say Logan's Run, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about.
Awesome. Awesome.
I believe there is a tribute to Logan's Run and the way the city is shot. on a scene, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you see it.
Well, I thought was interesting was the end of the Pirates episode reminded me of the opening of Aliens. You remember that scene?
Yeah.
Is that a tribute? Like, this can't be just by coincidence. That's gotta
No,
be a
these guys
tribute.
are doing tributes in this show left and right, and
Yeah.
it's so
Okay.
awesome. I was like, oh my god, that is a Logan's Run tribute I'm watching right
Oh,
now.
that kicks ass. I love Logan's Run.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, awesome.
Sandman, Runners.
Oh, that kicks ass. I'm
we
in.
used to play Logan's Run when we were kids. So I was always a Sandman because I wanted to take out the runners,
Wow.
and we run around neighborhood hunting them. Runner.
Yeah, and how about Insignia Gutter, huh? Yeah.
Oh
Anyway.
shit. Yeah.
It was hot, hot, hot.
All
Yeah.
natural 70s.
Oh
That's all I'm gonna say.
yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Not enhanced. This way it came out. Love it.
Anyway,
Yeah, man. But this hate on the Mandalorian's out of
I
control.
don't understand it. I mean,
Yeah.
I recommend Mandalorian, then, and I haven't been
I
talking too much about it because I was catching up, is why I haven't been bringing it up.
Here's a good point
But
too.
I dig the show. Zeb was great. Zeb was awesome.
How much is that? Foreseeing what's going to be coming down the line.
Well, you know what's gonna happen. The rebels are being put together. Mandalorians are gonna unite and go to Mandalore. You can see where it's going.
Oh yeah, and I don't care if that's predictable. Of course, that's what
Well,
That's
you know why it's predictable, because it's the MCU did it with the Avengers. You meet one person at a time. They form a team. It's just
very true.
it works. It works. I'm so in. But I do think the Baby Yoda no longer being the focus. I think that's what's turning off the regulars. I don't think it's the Star Wars fans. I think it's the regulars.
Just
Um,
your normals as what
your normals, the normals.
not
Yeah,
your
exactly.
super sci-fi
No,
lovers
we're
or
there. I mean, how can you not like this? But like, I want to see more Baby Yoda. What's this? That's probably what it is. But we are so privileged to have a show like this right now, and especially after how great Andor was. You know what I mean?
yeah. Andor was like
Wow.
top tier, super mature, for a
It
Star Wars
was.
show.
Even that was ragged on. Remember, in the beginning, until it really kicked in.
It's so slow. It's
So
like, well,
slow.
sometimes you have to set up a story. It can't just be
Yeah, I
guns.
know.
I get it. Guns blazing right off the bat. Yeah, that's awesome. But sometimes too, the slow burn leads for a bigger payoff, and it did.
Yeah, because the Mandalorian, the first couple of seasons, it was like Lone Wolf and Cub, the manga,
Yeah,
which is Mando and Grogu. But now it's this just opened up the storylines, and that's what I think it's the normals really. The anti Disney people, they're just still hating everything, so they don't count. So,
so you're telling me, this is boring and this isn't cool, and they're getting ready to go back, take back their home planet with a bunch of Mandalorians and whoever else they bring along to help fight. Moff, Moff Gideon, and
if you were told 30 years ago that there'd be a TV show with theatrical level special effects that has like 20, 30 Boba Fett's in it, you wouldn't want to see it.
Gen- oh, is General Thrawn going to be revealed in the end of this? What is going on? Who's behind it all?
Yeah, the Thrawn's gonna show up.
Is he? I have a
Yeah,
feeling
he's gonna
he
show
is.
up. Yeah,
That's when Ahsoka is going to come and
yeah,
all
that's gonna
that.
say, like, oh my God, Thrawn is there. Well, yeah, it's my
I
scoop
mean,
of
what?
2019, people.
That's right. You did scoop that on a
Yeah, I
long
did.
time ago. That's right.
Long time ago. Finally gonna see it.
But that's going to be great because he is one of the best villains.
Yeah, he is. He is. And what are people gonna say? Next one when Mara Jade finally shows up, right? Anyway, moving on.
Oh, rewind. What was that?
So, Big Galoot.
Okay. Well, we are done talking about the Mandalorian. I hope you all were listening. You may want to go back and rewatch the episode. There was something
And then
Disney
drop a
said
like.
there. Yeah, drop a like for the casual bomb you just heard.
What?
I love it, Mikey. Neo got it. He's like, what?
What? What?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, Thrawn is man. Yep, true.
I mean, who else could it be at
Yeah,
this point?
yeah.
You know, he's the one of the big bags left. He's just a general. He's not a Sith or anything, right? He's this military guy.
Well, they're setting up heir to the Empire. Okay, I mean,
Whoa. That's one of the best Star Wars stories ever written.
yeah, it is. Yeah.
Oh, they're going to incorporate it into how they talk.
Mara Jade. Big Galoot.
Good night, everybody. Hope you had fun. Okay, so you want to talk about the big Galoot, huh? Okay, let's just make sure we're not talking about this big.
I'm an idiot.
I just want to do that every time. Gives me a reason.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, good Austin.
What's up, Austin? And we didn't give you a chance. I hope you feel better, Sky. I saw you were saying you weren't feeling too good, getting over something. So get over it, sir. Feel better.
What?
All right.
Drop.
Let's talk about Forrest Gump Superman Legacy. What? What are we talking about?
Oh man. Well, sure you saw James Gunn's comments that I think it was Skywalker first told me about it. I'm like, Big Galoot? What?
Yeah, we're talking about Superman, the leader of the Justice League?
So, Necron, I'm 54 years old. I'm turning 55 this year. And all my years of existence, Necron, I've never heard anybody say Galoot. Okay? Unless you're watching a movie from 1945, I think that word has been extinct. Now, is this why James Gunn has a white beard now? Did he age 30 years?
Maybe so. Maybe this announcement
like Big
has
Galoot.
really put some years on him, apparently, saying Big Galoot.
So, if you heard James Gunn's comments, he said Superman would never hurt anyone. Like, what the fuck are we talking about here?
Superman would, oh God, he's in that boat, right?
Yeah. I mean, okay. You know, I had no excitement for this. Oh my god, this is terrible. This is terrible.
So is this what we're going for here? What goofy Superman, the Galoot?
No. You know, the recasting of Henry Cavill is really painful, and I think it's just gonna kill this movie, dude. I
don't see any, like, who wants to see this?
I don't want to see it, especially the way he's talking about it already. It just sounds awful. So
we saw a Superman that used to whoop ass, going head to toe with Steppenwolf, going, Doomsday.
No, he's
what?
The Big Galoot. He's a Big Galoot, and what the fuck does Galoot mean anyway? Is it a goober? Is it a big goober?
I think it is like some 30s word for a goober or something like that. Yeah, Big Galoot. You know, they say it like probably in the Little Rascals, if anybody knows the hell I'm talking about.
Is he like Dex Destroyer or something? But apparently, like he wouldn't. He said he wouldn't harm anyone. Like, oh my god, no. No.
Yeah, that movie was called Superman Returns, and it didn't do a lot. Where he didn't hurt
That's
anybody.
what I'm thinking of. That sounds worse. This sounds much worse. Um, I just
Don't take no.
immediately I thought of Forrest Gump. Who is like that? The big galoot, right? The big galoot. Forrest Gump's a big galoot. Whatever it means, it's he's a big goober. Um, wouldn't harm anyone. Yeah, yeah. I mean, uh, well, there's a big galoot right there.
There's
Um,
your big galoot. Oh, everybody's excited for this new rebirth
as
of Superman under
as
the.
Philip Doyle would say, "Is this what the streets want?"
Exactly. Is this what the streets want? I don't think so. Even I could read that one. I'm like, I'm not sure if I'm gonna put down
Yeah,
my
yeah.
heart on
Howdy
you.
Doody Superman. Um, and so we're going from Man of Steel to the Big Galoot. Um,
Unreal.
and look, there you don't have any information to go off on. So the thing is, we all have to do is go by his comments, and they sound terrible. Is this how you promote your movie? Boy, he's a big galoot. Do you not read the room? There, people at DC that run, they can't read the room exactly. Levi can't read the room.
They cannot. They don't. I don't even know, dude. I think it's like you hired a bunch of McDonald workers to run the shop at the at the car repair place. Like what?
And
Where's
the
the special sauce go?
big
Oh,
galoot.
get out of here, you big galoots.
You know, and he's like, he wouldn't harm. Okay, here's the problem I had that made me cringe. That really made me cringe, and here's why. Um, I am not a Superman fan. I'll admit this. I have never been a Superman fan. Um, when I first started reading comic books in '78, Necron,
Ah,
Superman was a book that I would not pick up. Just like I found him vanilla. I thought he
he
was
is. He is.
just generic, and doesn't help that Kurt Swan was drawing him back then. Kurt Swan, God bless your soul. Um, it's just he was a skilled craftsman whose art had no style. Just really clean artwork, and other artists appreciate his work. I just could not get into his art at all. Um, but anyway, I saw Superman the movie in a theater about a few months after I started reading comic books. I liked the film to a certain extent. I don't think it's one of the greatest of all time. It's a pioneering film that took superheroes seriously. I'll give Dunn the credit for that.
Yeah, it was
I
taken
love,
serious.
yeah, I love the John Williams score. Okay, it's classic. Christopher Reeve, I loved him as Superman. I thought the casting was great. I thought Luthor was too goofy. Gene Hackman is a great actor, guys. Um, they should have made him meaner, not campy like he was in the film.
He could have
No,
been a little tougher.
a
Yeah,
little tougher, exactly,
yeah,
and it suffers the same problem that Superman Returns had, which was copying Superman the movie. Where was the fight scenes? Where was the big fight scenes of Superman? You know where they were? They were in one of my all-time favorite superhero films, Superman 2. Um, Now here's a problem I have with He Won't Harm Anyone. I have never seen the Donner cut. I don't. I refuse to see it because I heard the Donner cut takes out the bully scene from Superman 2. I'm not sure if you guys remember if you guys have seen
oh yeah.
Superman 2,
Where he
where
goes back and yeah,
Clark gets beaten up by a bully. He has no powers. He gets beaten up by a bully. At the end of the film, he goes back and he beats the shit out of that bully when he got his powers back. That made Superman from he all said he's relatable. He's cool. Um, I know some hardcore Donner fans are like, well, that's not Superman. That's exactly why I like it because it wasn't Superman. Um, because you think Superman would take abuse? No. You think he
you,
let a guy get
you
away with
think
an
he would
assault?
he would
Yeah,
let some bully get away with it?
yeah,
No,
exactly, exactly.
he wouldn't be all. Well, I
You
got
know,
powers now, so I better not
hold on a
touch.
second, hold on.
Sure. And Bat Dan, it's not the Justice score. I know you're being funny, but I it's the Superman movie score. Justice stole it basically. So
Yeah, I was trying to justify. Um,
yeah,
but This does not sound like Superman. This sounds like Sissy Man. Okay, does
It's
not hurt
almost
any.
it's like, is he just doing this out of spite because, well, my Superman's going to be the classic Superman that everybody relates to, and I'm like, man, that Superman hasn't been around since the '60s or the '70s with the Super Friends.
Yeah,
You know, even in the comics in the '80s, right, Mikey? John Byrne took over, and made it awesome.
yeah.
Killer
So, Law is a bully scene. I've never seen it done uncut. If it's there, I'll watch it now. But I avoided it because I heard it was taken out.
I have not I actually have a copy of it like burned on DVD, and I never
Okay.
watched it. And a friend of mine told me it's not good. Is
Okay.
the other the theatrical cut? He says it's actually the theatrical cut is better.
Yeah, I was reading about those, and I haven't caught up with Superman and Lois, but I heard they redo that scene. It's the best Superman scene ever, in my opinion, because that made him a very to me like the kind of Superman that I would want, that were relatable when we were bullied as kids. But anyway, this sounds like Sissy Man. This doesn't sound like Superman.
Can you imagine? You had everything going in the right direction. You actually
Yeah,
had the general public liking Henry Cavill's, version of Superman, because Superman is a hard version to sell. I
yeah,
mean, he's a hard character to sell in the way the world is now. Like you said, he's a very fucking vanilla character, and
vanilla, and for the longest time, Necron they had Marvel was skeptical they could pull off Captain America for the longest time, right? Because all the whole patriotic thing is dated and everything.
yeah, it is. Unfortunately,
Mm,
but that's the way it goes. It is.
yeah, but they made him a soldier, and a soldier who beats up Nazis, who beats up
Mhm.
Hydra, the elevator scene.
Beats up corrupt government
Oh yeah,
officials. Things you would
he,
want from your patriotic
so,
soldiers.
so exactly. So you
Super
can
soldier.
you can take a patriotic hero and make him kick ass in the modern era. It's very possible. You don't turn into Sissy Man, okay? Which is exactly
Yeah,
what this
I
sounds
mean,
like.
if this guy loves Shazam, too.
Yeah.
Imagine what he would do to Superman. It's kind of scary, but not feeling it.
Well, I guess for the part he wouldn't hurt anyone. No, if need be, he will put the hurt on. Um, and people gave Zack Snyder a lot of shit for snapping Zod's neck. You and I were discussing this in chat, Necron.
Yeah.
John Byrne killed Zod. He killed the Kryptonian. He killed all three of them. He
Yes.
begged him in kryptonite watched him die. You know, he put the hurt on.
Yeah. This whole Superman doesn't kill. That I mean, what is that? How old is that theory? I mean, have you? Oh my God, no one. I mean, yeah, he doesn't want to kill right off the bat, but if he's forced into a situation, yeah, he's gonna have to do what he has to do.
Well, as Gunn read Action Comics #1, I believe it was, when Superman beat the shit out of this guy abusing his wife. Superman he did not hold back. Um, and if I recall correctly, there were issues of Superman back in the late 30s, early 40s, where he threw a guy off the building, dude. And
I kind of like. I'm gonna go back and look at some of my old reprints because I kind of
yeah.
remember having an image of him like just tossing
Oh,
gunmen off the
he
building.
would do, yeah, he did do shit like. Look at the cover of Action Comics #1 with him throwing the car. You think those people survived in that car? You know?
If they did, they're gonna have a whole type of different life ahead of them.
So we're gonna get Sissy Man. We're gonna get Superman saving cats from a tree. But that's just the cringe. The cringe level is high. Um,
Is he basically giving us like Super Friends level Superman?
I think it's
That
worse. I really
worse? Oh God.
I mean, look, he's saying, well, it's not Guardians of the Galaxy. Okay, it's worse than that. I mean, you at least Star Lord kicked ass. If they had to. Um, what what was on Syllabdill's show, I mentioned over a month ago. but I heard that this would be more of a grounded Superman. That we're not going to see any spectacular Superman action scenes until the third act. Um, and that helps keep the budget low.
Of
Um,
course, no special effects.
yeah, I got. I mean, when I was told that they're going to focus a lot on Clark Kent at Daily Planet and is starting out as a reporter, the streets want this. I mean, you know,
Hasn't
um,
this already been done?
yeah, yeah. It was called Superman Returns, and it's Smallville as well. Um, we could have had Superman versus Brainiac. Um, mm, mm, yeah,
This one always gets me. The Superman TikTok.
he's gonna.
Superman's gonna have a TikTok, you
He's
know,
he's he's gonna do it. They come on, they got it.
because he's just a big galoot, right? He's
The
gonna have
big
a
Galoo, the
TikTok.
big Galoo's gonna do he's gonna do the TikTok dance, right?
What's gonna be sad if Lois and Clark ends up being better than this Superman movie, and I bet you it's gonna be.
Is that a spoiler alert?
So spoil.
I mean, look, I mean, the Superman Lois will be better. I really enjoy Superman and Lois so far. I haven't seen the season yet, but um,
That's
mm,
why I meant to say Superman and Lois. Not I
from
said the
from
old one. Yeah.
from James Gunn's description, I can't imagine it being better than the CW show.
Hey, at least he punches people.
He does. He
He
does.
punches
You know,
them pretty damn
and he's
good.
got a little bit of that Zack Snyder darkness in there, too. You can see the Man of Steel influence in
Yeah,
there.
you can see. Yeah, you
It's
can see.
there.
Definitely,
There.
it's there. Yeah, he's taken more from Zack Snyder than I think any of the other Superman.
Yeah. So, okay. So Superman Legacy will not be goofy, but it'll be milk toast. It'll be vanilla. And he'll be Sissy Man. I just got this bad feeling he'll be Sissy Man. That we're not really gonna see him in action. Again, it's just the speculation here.
Uh huh.
Um, yeah.
What a mess.
It just sounds like he is literally trying to go the opposite direction than Zach. That's what it's sounding to me.
Yeah, and like we just said earlier, like Sil says, is that what the streets want? To
Yeah,
go the opposite
yeah.
direction of what Zach was doing?
It's the opposite
Really?
direction because everything he said, he's big galoot. Would you describe Henry Cavill as a big galoot?
Fuck no. Fuck no. I would describe him as one of the most badass Superman that's ever been around.
He was total badass, you know.
He
Um,
wasn't afraid to, throw down. He was, he looked like Superman. He acted like I know. I mean, he didn't act like Superman because he didn't have a smile all the time. Well, you didn't read a lot of Superman comics then, because Superman wasn't always smiling. Jesus,
no. Mm-mm.
vanilla soups.
Vanilla soup. There you go. It's Lawless. That's a new. It's just gonna stick now. It's gonna stick. Vanilla Snoop's gonna
Ned
stick now.
Flanders,
Oh
Superman.
God, it gets worse.
Oakley,
It
Oakley.
gets worse.
He's just gonna be taking orders from the president.
Hey, Red Nerd Girl, how are you doing?
What's up, retro nerd girl? Good to see you, man. Mikey,
Yeah.
wow,
Mm,
sissy man. Sounds like
yeah. And if you want to hear more, I'll be smashing this even further on Rogue's Gallery on Friday.
oh
Actually,
yeah, I'm
and
sure. Oh boy.
Skywalker on night shift tomorrow night as well. I'm gonna go on a Superman, you know, big galoot tour. The sweet.
Hey, I mean, he said it, not us.
And I want to say hello to the because I'm from the future, Necron.
Uh huh.
So
Yeah.
I want to say hello to the readers of Geekosity. Um, in a couple of days from now, when they watch this video embedded in the article. Hi, thanks for reading.
Thanks for being and like and subscribe on
And
your
please
way out.
subscribe while you're at it.
If you want more Pandora's box, who knows what we opened, right?
Oh
Good
god,
Lord.
yeah. I never thought I'd be opening the big galoot, but
I mean, never how I would describe Superman as a big galoot. Is not my Superman.
what if Necron, the J.J. Abrams Black Superman project, gets off the ground, and Amazon shows it. What if it's better than Superman Legacy? You know what I mean? There's a
It,
good chance this probably will be.
well, I mean, at this point, it could quite possibly be. Especially, are they still trying to do it with Valzad?
Yeah, that's what I last year. They want to smash Bells out into JJ's regional plan. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
Uh,
because from what you're saying before, I don't know if Valzad works in that type of scenario.
they would have to change quite a bit of it to make it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they can make it.
if they
But
want to hit, just do the real Valzad.
Take
That's
a
all I'm
little
trying to
Bells out. I mean,
Yeah.
oh my God, we know he's not a sissy man. Michael B. Jordan. He's gonna put the world of hurt on somebody.
Yeah, he's not going to be, saving cats from trees and things. He's not bigger fish to fry, right? Dude, I mean, if they get Michael B. Jordan in that role,
Oh
you know
yeah.
what? Just let JJ put him under as executive producer or something, man. Just let Michael B. Jordan run the
Man.
show. It would be amazing.
Yeah. Of all the DC movies, this is the one I'm actually most looking forward to seeing a trailer for because I just want to see how horrible it is.
Oh God, look at this one, Marcus. Gun Superman still uses a typewriter.
Oh my God. You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. You know, you're gonna have Forrest Gump like working a typewriter. It's just gonna suck. And
Oh man.
I mean, look, if you're gonna have that kind of Superman, look, then have it take place in the 40s. Then it's not gonna work in modern times. With the
Mm,
level of crime that we're seeing these days, he's gonna be. Well, he's not gonna hurt anybody.
right? Yeah.
Oh God! If I see a scene, Necron, where he doesn't beat up criminals, instead he takes them to the police station, I'm walking out.
No one wants to see that. They want to see they want to see that punishment handed out on the
Oh hell
spot.
yeah! Hell
Yeah.
yeah!
They don't want to see him standing there with bullets bouncing off over
Oh
his shoulder.
God!
They just want to see him come up and break that gun
Cringe!
and whop him upside the head and throw him
Cringe!
over the bridge.
Cringe! Like
Man, that's what I want to see.
I remember when I was watching Superman Returns in the theater, you have bullets flying off his chest. Like we've seen this before. It's like how is this exciting to a modern audience now?
I think I actually because I was back when I wore a watch more than I think I did check my watch like at least 2 or 3 times during that movie. Like, wow, that's this shit over. I was expecting it to
Oh
be
man,
badass, man.
I kept checking it over and over again. It's ironic that Brandon Routh looks more like Superman now than he did back then. He looks really good now as Superman. As
What a
older
waste!
Superman.
I don't have any problem with him because he's only
Yeah,
going with what was
what was given him? Yeah, that
it
little
was given
script.
to him. Yeah, if not his, he was really a good casting as
It
Superman.
was. I liked him in that the crossover, the Crisis crossover. That was like, wow, they should just
Oh
got
yeah,
him.
when they let him look like Kingdom Come
Oh hell
Superman.
yeah, that worked. That really worked for me. Like, oh my god. But anyway, Big Galoot. Those are words of today. Big Galoot. So,
Big Galoot, and if you say this magic word,
oh no.
so if you say the word Shazam, oh no, watch out!
Shazam!
I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that retro. I like Brandon Routh as well. I like him as the Kingdom Come Super. He was great. He was good as the Adam too. That's pretty.
Yeah, yeah, he's a good not character, a good actor, and I think he loves all the comic stuff too, is from what I
Yeah,
understand.
he does. And if you see him, like let's say he never played Superman, and you see this guy, you look like Superman. He just got that look to him. Like Cavill had the same look. Like you look like Superman, even though like what if he never played him? You look at Zachary Levi, you don't think Shazam.
No, he doesn't even have that little like nose thing that
No,
the
yeah,
comic book.
exactly. He's gotta have that. No, he doesn't have
I
that.
always I I know most people won't agree with me, but I always thought John Cena would have made a good Shazam Captain Marvel because
You know
that's
what? You're right. He's got the facial structure,
yeah.
as well. And if you give him the right haircut, he's Guy Gardner too. So
Yeah, that too. He could play two roles, right?
there you
Yeah,
go.
okay, yeah, that's right. They kind of look alike in the comics. I never
Right?
even
Just
thought
to
of
give
that.
him a
Yeah,
haircut, he's He's got the asshole attitude as well, so that would work, But
Oh, okay. I just yeah.
yeah,
See, I think everybody agrees that there's no problem with Brandon Roth as
yeah,
Superman. It's just the
just a
script.
bad script. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Brian
Oh,
saying,
Cena was my choice. Good
"Oh
call,
wow,
Marcus.
well,
Yeah. So yeah, dude, the Big Galoot Superman
uh,
coming to a theater near
big
you.
galoot," and that's
All
it.
all low budget too. No
I
action till
think
the third.
yeah. James Gunn's gonna revive that word now, galoot, which has been used in 80 years or so. It did lack action. That was a big problem.
He's got a good way of like bringing
Oh,
old words back. Wacky, Galoot.
wacky. There you go.
What's next, man?
Look, look. It just remind. Is he 80 years old? Or did he just jump up? Did Kang the Conqueror do something to him before he left Marvel?
I did like
Age him up,
born.
yeah.
Yeah, Mike sent his mind back in time and never got back to
There you
the
go.
future. It's
There
like,
you
oh,
go.
women games or what's next? Good lord, guys, stop while you're
Big
ahead.
galoot.
The Big Galoot. Oh well. Any last comments? Because I think we got through
Yeah.
everything tonight that we needed to talk
Good
about.
show. Good show, Necron. It has a lot of fun. Thank you guys for all your support and keep the show growing.
Yeah, like and I hate grifting, but got to do it. Like and subscribe. You know the drill, everyone. Share it. Show your friends. Show your mom. Show your sister. I don't care. This is my most PG show, maybe PG-13 that I do. So enjoy it. Fun show. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, we will see you guys. Oh shit. We even got some metalheads in here. What's up,
Awesome.
metal?
Awesome.
I come stumbling over my words. Metal leather loudness. They're from around here and they do some great videotaping of a lot of metal shows. I actually
Oh,
use
cool. Right on. That's awesome.
I use some of their footage on the Witching Hour because do some great stuff. I'm probably gonna use some stuff they did last week and this weekend coming up. Love
Yeah.
the stream though. It was bourbon. Yeah, it was a little
Yeah.
bourbony. We gotta tell you the truth, right?
Can't be helped.
But the Mandalorian rocks, and that's no bourbon.
It does. It does. Yeah. And Mandalorian has no big galoots in there. So.
No big loose. If they are, they usually get blown to pieces.
There you go. There you go.
All right, guys.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you guys later.
Get our outro queued up, and we are out. All right. Thanks for tuning in.
Woohoo.
Side by side, firing the engines, making all die. And when it's all done, we will be standing tall. Vengeance through hate, your religion will fall. The smoke will rise. The smoke will rise. Rushing in by this of you for a fire.
Shazam!
I'm an idiot.